Today we're going to continue looking at some of the attributes of God, or those characteristics of his nature that he has revealed to us in Scripture. And today we're going to look at the third of those characteristics that you might call the omni characteristics. We looked at the fact that God is omnipresent, that he is everywhere. We looked at the fact that God is omnipotent, that he is all powerful. And today we're going to look at the truth that God is omniscient, that he is all knowing. And David clearly says this in Psalm 139. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You understand my thought from afar. You scrutinize my path and my lying down, and are intimately acquainted with all my ways. Even before there is a word on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it all. And I think one of the things that stands out in that passage when it talks about God's omniscience is not that God is just, he knows everything, like he can do the hardest math calculation. He knows all of the facts of history. He knows all of the facts of astronomy and how the planets stay together in their revolutions. He knows all of the facts about biology down to the smallest molecular level of our body or any other object, but that he knows us intimately. He doesn't just know all the big picture things. He knows us. He knows when I sit down, when I rise up. He knows my thoughts before I have them. God is not just all-knowing, but he knows you and he knows me. And he knows us in a way that is cushioned, for lack of a better way of saying it, by love. He doesn't look at me and say, what is wrong with Judy? We went through this issue last year and she's struggling with it still. But he knows me intimately and with love. The psalmist goes on to say, you have enclosed me behind and before and laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is too high. I cannot attain to it. And so whereas David could grasp the fact that God knew him intimately, he couldn't truly grasp the fact that in spite of that, God was so tender with him, that God was surrounded him and laid his hand on him. So today, I would encourage you to take some time to think about the fact that God knows you intimately. You shouldn't be trying to hide anything from him, because you can't. Instead, let's come to him. Let's come to him openly. Let's share our concerns, our thoughts, our feelings, knowing that there is a God who knows us and loves us. And let's rejoice in that today.